Today's video is going to be a short live stream. What I'm going to do is John Escape, one of my long-term subscribers and friends, notified me 4 days ago that his package from America, including a $200 water distiller, it's close to $200 when you include the shipping, should be here within a week or so, and I really don't have a place to put it in the house, so I'm going to build a shelf for the water distiller. So I'm going to use 3/4 inch what they call marine plywood, and we're going to get going here in a minute. I got to cut some 45-degree brackets. I wish to talk to you about. We still don't have electric now. I think today is the seventh day, number seven. That's after 6 and before 8, with either no electric, or last night we had electric from 2 o'clock in the morning till about 7 o'clock this morning. I think they're just giving us electric so that the people's refrigerators will go on for a few hours and keep stuff frozen. I think that's the plan, because they give it to us in the middle of the night when it's pretty much useless for anything else. So I'm working off data, and my phone charged up last night. So now, the one thing, thanks Mike Bramwell, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. The one thing I wanted to tell you is the thing about where we live at the end of the island of Panglao is that if we don't have electric for 24 hours, we won't get water for 36 to 48 hours, because everybody between the pump station and the end of the island where I live gets water before we do. Now, you should understand something about the Philippines water system in Panglao, at least. The pressure in the pipe is basically gravity fed, not much more than that. In other words, you could just put one finger over the end of the pipe. It might have a pound and a half of pressure. I've never seen it more than 2 pounds of pressure. If you put a pressure test on the line, in New York, we used to get 90 pounds of pressure. So you don't have pressure like we have in New York, because they have minimal pumps. They just pump it up to a well, and then it's gravity fed after that. But so if we don't have electric for 24 hours, typically we won't get water. Yes, a step below third world standard. I don't know. It could possibly be. I've never been to another third world country, but 1 pound of pressure is not much. So thank you for stopping by, Bantayan Brawler. Thank you very much. And you would know about third world countries. That's a man who knows geography. Let's call it geography. Thanks for stopping by. So now, 7 days ago, when we had a 24-hour blackout, we didn't get any water. For 7 days, not even an ounce of water came out of our tap. Not even 1 ounce. Yes, you do. Yes, Bantayan Brawler knows about third world countries, believe me. So, not even 1 ounce in 7 days. So what we're doing for water is we've exhausted our rain barrel supplies, and it hasn't rained in 3 days. So rain is gone. Rainwater with bleach is a thing of the past. Now we are using salt water from the ocean for bathing and washing dishes and on our own personal self. Now, the ocean is just a few minutes away, and we bring back 4 3/4 fill 5-gallon buckets, and we're good to go. So, and we are not the only people. All day long, people are walking back and forth to the ocean with bottles of water. Like this is a commodity now. This bottle, this is an actual commodity in the Philippines. if I ask somebody, do you want a bottle? Yeah, give me all, give me all. Because they will take this water bottle with a handle on it and go down to the ocean. Unfortunately, they don't save the bottles because I've been giving them bottles for months. And every time they go by, they're looking for a new bottle. They use the bottle, and maybe they sell it for plastic. I don't know. So, what, honey?
Stocks of water.
Just for water?
Stock.
Yeah?
Just to put stock water.
Oh, tap water. Maybe they do. Maybe they put tap water in it. Daisy said they might use it for tap water. But right now, there is no tap water. Nobody. So, however many thousands of people are down in this end of the island, no one gets any water. So the people are setting up. I set up a catch station for a rain barrel. Someone made fun of me because I made it out of a piece of plywood and some cheap straw. Yeah, they made fun of me. But now that water, that plywood catches all that water, now everybody's making like giant funnels off the roof. So let me show you what we got going here today. It's just a simple project. I got some wood here that I'm going to be building the brackets out of. Some of it's a little rotted, but some of it will still make good brackets. I'm going to take this and use this as a template, and I need four. I'll take 6 of these, and so I'm going to make 6 of these total because I'm going to use 4. Hey, DNC. DNC said hello, Daisy May.
Hi.
Salamat. Look at how cute she is. She's very, today and always, very, very cute, Daisy May. Let me see those big eyes. Yeah, baby. Thanks, DNC, for saying hello. So I'm gonna make 6 of these by clamping those down to the table here with this yellow clamp. And then I'm gonna cut a 32-inch piece of plywood out of here and a 32-inch backer board for the back and out of this sheet of plywood. So I'm going to put this camera down where you guys can watch the action occur right here in Pang Lao. And let's see if we can find a nice place. I will be using a chainsaw to cut this wood because we have no power. So give me a moment here. I think if I put this up on top here, I think you'll be able to see all the action as it occurs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, let me put my glasses on. Oh, that's very nice. Okay. The chainsaw action in the Philippines, baby, because there's no electric again. Yes. We have no electric. We have no electric today. And today's chainsaw will be still 170. Where is it? You know what, Daisy? Get me another clamp, please. I'm gonna cut that actually. I'm gonna leave about like 1 inch. This way it'll be stronger, a little bit stronger. Okay, you will come over here out of the wind, okay? Okay, so I cut six 45-degree brackets for the water distiller holder, and I cut the backboard and the backer board and the table itself. Dennis Adam. Click the thumbs up. Thanks, Dennis. Thanks for the support. Cause and effect. Thanks for showing up. Where's your wrench? I can't give you a wrench without the computer. I can't. I cannot give you a wrench with the cell phone. But when I get back, I'll get you a wrench. Okay, so we're gonna go downstairs now, and I'll put this little bracket together. Hello, Nanay. Mayan buntag. How are you today? Yeah, gamay trabaho. Gamay. Like Daisy, gamay.
Yeah.
How you feeling today, okay?
Yeah.
This is Nanay.
Yeah.
Mayan buntag.
Where is Daisy?
Daisy's right over there.
Daisy here too?
Daisy is my kong babae and my assistant. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's
Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl.
beautiful girl. Guapa.
Guapa.
Guapa. Like you, Nanay. Guapa ka.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Kasi mo naman. Yes. Pakita.
Oh. Sa likod. Kurinte.
You have a nice day, honey. We will go back to doing trabajo.
Trabaho.
See you tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, honey. Bye-bye. Thanks, Daisy. Okay, so Daisy cleaned up the whole table in preparation for the, Daisy cleaned up the whole table in preparation for the build. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to lose Peter. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to lose a limb. We're going to lose a commenter, Peter Birdie. He's ready to disappear. Bye-bye, Peter. Have a nice day, Peter. Bye-bye. You hold that up.
It's not balance.
I know. Okay. Hello, John. Okay, let it go. Can I have the 2-inch screws too, please, Dave? Give me the magnet, please. Yeah, I knew Birdie was about. Birdie, don't come on my channel and say stupid stuff, okay? Gonna be negative, go someplace else. Not allowed. When you can do what I can do, Birdie, then you would understand that what I'm doing is correct and proper. But apparently you know nothing about construction, but we don't need you on an alpha male construction video channel saying stupid stuff.
No, the camera so ano,
Go ahead.
so close and you only see the board.
Like that? Better?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me have the hammer.
Cannot reach behind it.
Okay, I got it. We only really need two.
Guba. You're in the nail.
Yeah, it hit a nail.
Yeah.
Work. That will work just fine. Okay, we'll throw one more on for good luck. We're going to take a moment to say Thank you to Miss Daisy, who gets all of my tools ready in advance. Now she's at the point where she knows pretty much where everything is, and from because years ago, like 3 years ago, we put all the stores and stock away, and like where the screws are, where the nuts, where the bolts and things like that are. So when Daisy came back, we just went through the through what I have stored, and she pretty much remembers everything. She's really, when it comes to organizational skills, she has a knack for it. So, like she just has. Some people can't. I can remember where everything is, but when you show somebody else where something is, if it's not important to them, they won't remember. But Daisy has a knack for like she's very organized. She organized like everything has a place, and there's a place for everything. The good old FAZIO T-shirt. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I just sent out. Well, I tried to send out. We were going to send out yesterday. Scott Del Fuego's got 6 shirts on the way. He's got the vertical lip shirt. He's got a Zola Craft shirt, On-Time Backhoe, and Rockscapes.
Where can you see that chat? In here, all messages?
Yeah, you want to show all the messages?
I like chat?
Yeah, like that. And then, so... When are you going to take Daisy Mae to a nice resort? Well, it's certainly not going to happen on a holiday weekend. That is just something that's not going to happen. And we might go out for dinner tomorrow, but we're not going to a resort on Easter Sunday weekend with all the tourists. I moved to the Philippines to get away from tourists. Actually, I moved where I live because it was a very quiet place 7 years ago. A very quiet, maybe one car every 2 or 3 days would go past the house. Now like 10, 12 cars a day go by. That's an increase of 1,000%. Now, we won't be going out to a resort on a holiday weekend. I like nice, quiet places. But we have good food, Richard Howe. And but Richard Howe, there always is that option. If you want to send me a couple $100, if you want to super chat me, say $200, I'll take it to we'll quit work right now. We'll quit work right now, Richard Howe. If you think you're going to embarrass me into taking Daisy, if that was your point, we'll quit work right now. You send me $200, we're going to the city for a resort. So don't even go there, Richard Howe. I know you've been a long-term subscriber, but I don't need you either trying to embarrass me or just saying stupid stuff. Why would I want to go out to a resort on Easter Sunday weekend? Do you have any idea what it's like Easter Sunday here? Every single hotel and restaurant is booked up, and everybody's taking their mother and their sisters and their grandmothers and their kids out, and it's like a madhouse. But Richard Howe, you do have that $200 option. I'm giving you that option. Daisy, if Richard sends us $200, will you go to a resort with me for the rest of the day?
What we will do over there?
Have dinner, lunch, go to the pool, whatever. If he sends us $200?
I don't know.
She doesn't know. She's not even sure. There's your out, Richard. She's not sure. Don't try to embarrass me. I'll embarrass you. Okay, that'll be my job. I don't know what was your intention, but it sounds like that's what your plan was. Okay. You didn't mean this weekend. I will never be negative. I know you've never been negative before, but It sounds like that, and some people would take it like that. So, my apologies. Okay, then Daisy's. Go ahead, honey. Go ahead. Put the screw in.
Not yet done?
Yeah, that's okay. Right like that. Perfect. Yeah. Here, no. Put your finger in here like that. Let it slide around. Yeah, like that. Yeah, try that. Hold it straight to the screw. Yeah, like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, baby. Baby, that was perfect. Don't put your finger behind that sharp.
Just,
It's okay. We'll break it off with the hammer. It's okay. Or when we'll grind it. So that's our show for today.
smells good.
That guy who came on saying that I was gonna get hurt with the chainsaw, you people have no understanding of construction whatsoever. None. Okay, no problem, Richard. It's not a big deal. I know who you are. Well, I know you've been a long-term subscriber, and it just sounded like that because I get a lot of trolls, and this is troll-free channel. I'm not allowing trolls on my. Now you that was not a trolling comment. It was just a comment, but I understand. Thank you. You people that don't know about construction, if you watched me use the chainsaw and the clamps and set it up the way I did, you wouldn't say something stupid like he's going to lose a limb, because I did everything correctly. Plus the fact that I've been doing it for 40 years, I think I have a little more knowledge about this than you and anybody else that will make a stupid comment. Anybody. Okay? So anybody that ever wants to match their skill sets with my skill sets, we can have a contest. But you have to bring your own tools. And then we'll go. Okay? That's reasonable. If you think that you can operate a chainsaw better than me, let's have a chainsaw contest. If you think that you know more about drilling holes in metal and setting up, like some sort of metal stuff or metal work, let's have a metal contest. But otherwise, don't come on my channel and say stupid stuff like he's going to lose a limb. I operated the chainsaw in perfect safety. And we're not allowing trolls on my channel. Just because we have the creeps of YouTube running their mouth about things they can't back up doesn't mean you're allowed to come here and say that stuff on my channel. For all I know, you are the creep. The one who said he's going to lose a limb. It's a creepy statement for sure. So, and the creep has been going sideways on various YouTubers because no one's actually responding to his worthless commentaries. But in about 14 days, well, less than that actually, in about 11 days, you will see some bizarre, off-the-chain videos from a very low-class individual. You will see those videos happening. They are going to be some off-the-chain commentary, blaming everybody in the world for his problems. Just like he says, I'm going to get so-and-so is going to, this, 5 years now. 5 years he's been saying things about certain people and nothing's happened. Yet the creep continues every day, every day, every day, every day. You're not allowed to come and do that on my channel. You want to do creepy stuff? Go to the creep's channel. He loves creepy comments. He thrives on creepy content because he's the creep. And that's all I got to say about that. Mike Whitcomb, we know who that is, Michael. Treasure Hunt with Mike Whitcomb. Everybody knows who the creep is. The creep has been... Actually, the creep made a comment. I listened to a comment. I am no longer allowed to comment about the electric increase in the Philippines. That becomes a complaint against the Philippines. No, it's a complaint that they raised the cost of electric 50% without telling the people. I'm a YouTuber. I make YouTube content. That's YouTube content. That's content. That's news and entertainment content. But now the creep and his concubine have decided that my commentary about a 50% increase of electric to the people of the Philippines is not is a complaint. It is a complaint. It's a complaint for sure. We should have been notified that we got a 50% increase. But more than that, Mayan Buntag, are you Batman? You're Batman. There goes Batman. But now, and then we were notified that Panglao is making diesel generated electric, and we haven't had any of that. So I made a commentary video about no electric. Now I'm the bad guy for complaining about, and the creep now has his concubine backing him up in the back. Go back to America, go back to your country. The creep has got them on board. You are in for some big surprises real soon, creep. I promise you. What's about to happen to you, you're not even going to believe it. You're not even going to believe it. All legal, all has nothing to do with me. Doesn't even have anything to do with me. Has to do with something you did. You did it. Don't blame it on other people. Had you not done something, nothing would happen. But you did do something. So now I'm not allowed to do commentary about the electric prices in the Philippines. I'll do commentary on anything I want, creep. And you got some special stuff coming up for you. I could tell you, I know. Remember last time I promised. Remember when I promised that my name was in places that you wouldn't believe, and you lost your mind in part 1 of 2 of how I was the cause of your problems? Remember that? You remember that video you made? You remember that video. I know you remember that. You lost your mind. You haven't seen anything yet in reference to that material. You have no idea what's about to happen to you. And you calling me, telling me to go back to my own country because I do commentary on electric, and then getting your concubine to back you up somehow that you are correct. I'm no longer allowed to do content video. I'm no longer allowed to talk about a 50%, 125% increase of electric. I'm no longer allowed to do commentary on the Philippines, according to the creep and his concubine. Dude, you have, when it happens, and it's about to happen, it's going to happen. When it happens, I want you, the same way you always telling that other fella, I want you to be thinking about me when this happens. I know I want you to be thinking about me when it happens. I know that. You will be thinking about me. And all the threats, the hundreds and thousands of insinuated threats, and the fact that you're going to do this and you're going to do that. You just remember what I told you 2 years ago. It's coming. It's about to happen. Well, actually, it's a year and a half ago. March 8th, I think it was. Yeah, a year, a little over a year. Sorry. Time flies when you're having conversations about the same thing day after day after day after day after day. And nothing happens. And nothing happened. And nothing's going to happen. But to the creep, it's happening. I could tell you, I was on the phone just the other day, and I was laughing so hard. What they're about ready to do to you. What they're about ready to do to you. If I told you, you wouldn't believe it. Just like I told you a year ago that my name is in places that you wouldn't believe. I'm telling you what's about to happen to you legally. You're not going to believe. You're not going to believe who's going to do what and how it's going to happen. But you will soon. So all the threats that you made to me this week, and the fact that you told me to get out of the country because I'm not allowed to talk about the price of electric in the Philippines, and the fact that you now have your concubine on board with you to tell me to get out of the Philippines for doing videos about the price of electric in the Philippines. I'm a blogger, dude. I actually leave the house and go out and do videos on things. I actually leave the house, talk to people, get information, come back to my house and put my content out online. That I think 125% price increase in electric is a major topic, considering that the people that they're increasing the price to have no way to make up the difference in a salary. It's a major inconvenience for tens of thousands of people. And as to why the electric increases, I understand. They had to put new power poles in. Diesel has gone up 20%. That's none of that was the content of my video about the price increase. My major concern was that they didn't notify anybody about the price increase, therefore not allowing people to choose to go outside and turn off their outside lights an hour before the sun comes up and choose to turn their outside lights on a half hour after the sun goes down. They didn't give the people that option. They didn't give the people the option, well, maybe we don't need a fan on. Maybe we'll leave the window open and let some air blow through the house. They didn't give the people that option. For 30 days that the price increase went on, everybody used the same normal amount of electric, but it was at a 50% increase. I am a blogger. You are a creep that has never made any valuable content. Your only content is to destroy other people's lives, other people's relationships, that you don't care. I don't care that you give them money, but you do care that people give people money. You make a video about it every day. I don't care what they do with their money, but you do care what they do with the money. I don't care that he's an alcoholic. He's going to die soon anyway, but you do care. And you make a video about it every day. Every day. How many days is it? 15 days that you're going to do this to somebody and they're going to do that, and nothing but blah, 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 and hot air comes out of your mouth. You're going to get you thrown out of... How are you going to get anybody thrown out of the Philippines? Oh, I'm keeping quiet. I'm not going to talk about it. But you do talk about it every day. Because you're an insidious little man. You are an insidious little man. And look up the word insidious. It's got your picture next to it. You thrive, your life, you thrive on destroying other people's relationships, putting other people's personal information out there online, putting doubt in people's mind between their boyfriend and their girlfriend. For instance, the creep, here, let me give you a good for instance. The creep, for 5 years now, has said that I've never consummated my relationship with Daisy May. Who could say something like that after being with a woman, well, for 3 years and now a little over a month? Who could say something like that and justify it as being even slightly truthful? Only an insidious, creepy little man. Little man is the key word there. How could you possibly say that I've never consummated my relationship with my girlfriend of now 5 years? How can you say that it's a payoff? Maybe we really care for each other, but not according to the creep. There has to be some ulterior motive, because in the creep's mind, everything has to have an ulterior motive. It can't be love, because the creep doesn't know what love is. Can't be caring for one another, because the creep doesn't know what caring for one another is. It can't be that two people just decided that they want to be with each other for the purpose of being with one another because we enjoy his company, because nobody enjoys your company. You pay for people to enjoy your company. You know it. I know it. some other clown on YouTube said it last week that really got you excited. Oh, God, you were excited like you wouldn't believe. But you say it about everybody. You're okay to say that Daisy May is somehow getting paid to be with me? Where do you come up with this information? Do you know me? Do you know what I do with Daisy May? Do you know our relationship? Do you know what it's based on? It's based on caring for one another. But to the creep, everything is about money. And while we're talking about money and the creep, get a whole bunch of it ready. Get a whole bunch of it ready. Because you're going to need a whole bunch of it shortly. And nothing to do with me, nothing whatsoever. But you are going to need a pile of cash very shortly. And as far as whether or not you believe me, who cares whether you believe me? I told you last year that my name is in places that is going to rock your world. I am telling you again, get a pile of cash together. You're going to need it soon for expenses. Nothing to do with me at all. I'm not asking you for money. I don't want your money. You said I wanted your money at some point. I never wanted your money. You make this stuff up in your head because you're an insidious, creepy man. You're a hateful, spiteful, jealous man who's never accomplished anything worthwhile to talk about on his videos or blogs. I'm a man of the world. Where are you a man of the world? What exciting things have you ever done? Nothing. A photographer for 50 years, 40 years, 35 years, and doesn't have a single picture of an adventure that he went on. And with that, I'll leave everybody to their own imagination. Imagine this. Imagine being a photographer since 1978. Let's say 1980. 42 years he's a photographer and doesn't have a single picture of an adventure that he's been on. Not one. I climbed the side of it. Where's the waterfall pictures? That was an exciting. Where are the pictures? Where are the pictures? Where are the pictures? Imagine being a photographer for 42 years and not having a single proof of any adventure that you've ever been on. Unlike myself, I go outside, I do stuff, I talk to people, I walk around the city. You can't do that because people see your aura, that dark brown, gray, purple, red aura. They see that before you come. They just want to hide from you because you're a creep. You're an insidious little man. You're an insidious little man who claims to be a photographer and has 42 years of absolutely no pictures proving any of your adventures because you're a liar. Okay, so give me that water distiller, please, Daisy. Let me show you how this bracket worked out. Imagine 42 years. 42 years of photography and not a single picture. Throw that up on top of the bracket. Honey, on top.
Oh, it's on top.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's how the bracket's going to mount to the house with this sheet of plywood here. And then the water, John escapes. $200 water distiller will sit up there inside the house on a shelf that we're gonna clear out a spot in the house for the shelf for the water distiller, and that's how it is. That's my okay. You could take it off, Daisy. Thank you. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, when we have electric, sweetheart. Then one thing I do have to figure out is how much money it's going to cost to build to make 1 gallon of water. I'm not real sure if it's cheaper to buy it or make it, but it's when you take into. Okay, let me sit down over here. When you take into the price of making water, Water is the water distiller that's coming is 800 watts, and it's going to set up on top of that shelf. So when you take 800 watts times 4 hours, you have to break down how many kilowatt hours you're going to be using to make a gallon of distilled water. The last time I figured how much it cost to make a gallon of distilled water, it was about 20% cheaper to make the water than it was to buy it. Now, depending on what the price of water is, will depend on whether or not I'll be making water or not, because if they go ahead with this 125% increase in electric, then the price of water, distilled water, is going to go up. Well, it went up from 60 cents for 10 liters to 80 in January. Now it's 88, could be more this week. And if it goes up to over 100, it's the price of the 10-liter water bottles, and then you have to add the price of the tricycle to get it home, which is about 400 plus pesos. So if you brought back 6 bottles of water and you have to transport them with a tricycle because you can't put them on a jeepney, you'll have to add 65 pesos per bottle for transportation. So that's quite a bit. So it could be 165 pesos for 1 bucket of water, one 10-liter bottle of water. At that point, it might be cheaper to make it at 120 pesos per 10 liters. I have to figure out the kilowatt hours when Mexico Electric finally calms themselves down and gives us a price for electric. Then I could figure out what it's going to be. But right now, the price of water went up from 60 to 88, which is 30 pesos. It went up 50% in the last year. And it's going to go up again and again and again and again. So I got to decide whether or not I'll be making water, add the cost of the tricycle to buying the water, or just buying the water and not taking the time to make the water. It's a big decision here, big decision. Okay, Daisy, you want to tell them what you were doing this morning? No?
What did I do?
Kai? Kai?
Yeah.
Kai? Kai, baby. Kai could be it. So, this is Michael Fazio and
Daisy May.
in the Philippines, baby, saying I'm being permy, and by,
Finish.
which means
Take care always.
take care
Come on up.
always. What?
You're done?
Are we done? Yeah, we're done. You have something else you wish?
Mhm.
No, that's it. Kai.
Just asking.
Remember Kai. Kai is today's big word. Umping permy, which means take care always. From Michael Fazio in Daisy May in the Philippines, baby. That's right. Oy vey. Oy vey.